Hello, everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much.
Out of the darkness, into nowhere, the Nighthawk rides!
In the first episode of The Nighthawk Rides, Dorothy Evans explains to Shirley, her school chum from the East, some of the troubles confronting her. Dorothy tells Shirley how her father met misfortune while looking for a lost mine supposed to be on the Circle E property. He had started out in company with his partner, Mike Rogan, and when he was found by Pete, his foreman, paralyzed and helpless, Mike Rogan lay dead by his side. As Dorothy finished her story, she was visited by Sam Blackman, who had been a friend of her father. Blackman was trying to obtain possession of Dorothy's property, but she refused his offer. At the far end of Forgotten Valley lies the little town of 9 Mile, a little collection of a few forlorn houses, a general store, a bank, a hotel, a few second-rate saloons, and the 9 Mile House, Tom Hart's saloon and gambling house, the center of attraction for all Forgotten Valley. And there, night after night, comes a quiet, black-garbed man, one of the strangest of all the professional gamblers who throng the mining country, the extremely lucky Mr. Masterpiece.
I'll bet 50, Martin.
Raise your 50, Masterpiece.
I'll raise you 50.
I'll see you. Beats me.
Open for 10. $50 more, boys, and give me 2 cards. Raise your 50, Blackman. Then I'm going to stay.
You gents are too good for me.
It don't seem to be my night either. I think this is all for this evening, gentlemen.
All? You ain't quitting, are you?
My luck is out for tonight.
Oh, your luck's out, huh? You won the last 2 hands.
They would have been the last tonight anyway.
Now, Mr. Masterpiece, do you mean to say you can tell when your luck quits you?
You might put it that way.
How can you tell?
Well, there's no way I can explain it. I know, that's all.
Oh, that's unbelievable. You know, I don't believe there is any such thing as luck.
Then, Mr. Blackman, perhaps you won't be able to tell when your own luck is out. Good evening, gentlemen.
Now, what do you suppose he meant by that?
I ain't got any idea. I can't make anything out about that man.
Neither can I. Funny bug. Hey, Ruby.
Yes, Mr. Martin?
Now, call me Bill. Sit down and have a drink with us. I want to ask you something.
All right, if Mr. Blackman doesn't mind.
Mind? Why, I'd be delighted.
Now then, what do you want to know?
Something about Mr. Masterpiece.
You know as much about him as I do.
Oh, now you see him every night. You must know something about him.
Well, he lives at the Grand American Hotel and gets his meals there. Comes in here every night, stays till about this time, and leaves. Usually goes away with somebody's money.
Yeah, he went away with some of mine tonight.
Now, Bill, you ought to know better. I never saw anyone as lucky as he is.
Oh, come on now. There is no such thing as luck.
Oh, yes, there is. You can't get anywhere without it.
What does he do with all his money?
I don't know. He never seems to spend it, and he never puts it in the bank.
Perhaps he leaves it in his room at the hotel.
Well, if he does, he's more reckless than I am. The Nighthawk will hold him up some night. What does he do all day?
And how should I know? One thing, he goes riding a lot up into the hills somewhere. Now, that's all I know positively.
The curious thing about him, there's something familiar about his face. Though for the life of me, I can't tell you who he reminds me of.
You're funny, Bird. Don't look old. Well, I wouldn't say he was 30. Would you, Ruby?
No, he looks young.
He always wears black, most like a minister. And that black hat of his kind of gives me the creeps.
Well, I don't believe in luck, but if there is such a thing, his is most unusual. Well, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll join the gentleman at the bar.
That's another man I don't like.
Blackman? Oh, he's all right.
Just the same, I don't like him.
That's too bad. You like me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's one good thing. Say, Ruby, tell me, was the Ruby mine named after you?
Now, do I look that old?
Oh, no,
Say, the Ruby Mine was named long before I was born.
Sort of coincidence then, eh?
No, it isn't. I was named for the Ruby Mine.
Yeah, I never knew that. But you weren't brought up around here, were you?
No, Father went up to Alaska, and we never struck it rich. He died there.
Too bad.
I've got a brother somewhere, a little older than I am. He came back here and worked at the Circle E for a while, then disappeared. just about the time Mike Rogan was killed.
Haven't you ever heard of him since then?
No? Maybe he's dead. I don't know. And I just sort of drifted here.
Say, you had a tough time in your life.
Oh, it hasn't been so bad. Say, what am I sitting here telling you my life story for?
Because I want to hear it, that's all.
All right. What's yours?
Oh, nothing interesting. Just a cowhand, that's all. Come here a couple of years back and went to Circle E. Texan by birth and a wanderer by nature.
And in a while you'll be wandering on somewhere else.
That's about right.
Just a couple of wanderers, you and me.
So we ought to be pretty good friends.
Yes, pretty good friends.
Meanwhile, on a lonely trail not far from 9 Mile, a single horseman is speeding through the night.
Whoa! Stop a spell, stranger. What do you want? Afraid I'll have to trouble you for what you're carrying. No, keep following the sky. It's safer. I think I can help myself all right.
I ain't carrying a thing.
Now, didn't your mother tell you that it was wicked to lie?
Keep away from them bags.
Don't you know it's usually getting in trouble arguing with me?
I got personal belongings in there.
I'm not going to touch your personal belongings. All I want is the currency you're carrying for the 9 Mile Bank. Now, here it is. I thought you would be carrying it there.
Yeah, how'd you know I had it?
I've got my own way of knowing things. Now, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to climb off that horse.
Well, what are you going to do?
Oh, nothing harmful. He'll go home all right. You haven't far to walk. Sorry I had to do it, but I want to get to 9 Mile before you do.
They'll get you sure if you do.
I don't think so. If you meet anyone that wants to know what happened, just tell them the Nighthawk rides tonight. Come on, Cyclone.
7. Sure beats me how you do it, Blackman. Must have got masterpieces luck.
Maybe I have, Bill. Maybe I have.
Remember what he said, though, about telling when your luck runs out.
Oh, you sound a little discouraging, Miss Ruby, but however, look.
Just a minute, gentlemen.
The Nighthawk.
Will you all stay where you are, please?
Well, dear, what do you mean?
Don't be alarmed. This is just a friendly visit. But just so as we'll keep it so, will you come forward and lay your artillery on the table there? Thank you. One at a time, remember.
You can't get away with this.
You think not, Mr. Blackman? Just drop your gun there, if you please. Thank you so much.
What's your idea?
As I told you, just a friendly visit. Your gun, too, please. Thank you. That seems to be the entire collection. I might warn you all to leave the collection alone. It might be exceedingly dangerous to go too near that table.
I don't think there's enough money in the place to make this worth your while.
Oh, I'm not after your money.
Well, what do you want, then?
Just an evening's recreation, that's all. Seems to me I saw dice rolling as I came in. You might continue the sport.
Well, I'm game.
Sorry, but I don't want to play with you. Now, Mr. Blackman.
And I don't want to play with you, thanks.
Oh, but you do, Mr. Blackman. You'll find it much safer, I assure you. Remember, I always like to have things my own way.
Well,
Let's see your money, Blackman. No, all of it. You seem to have been quite successful this evening. I think perhaps you'd better bet it all. Let's see. Yes, I can cover you, and then some. This has been rather a successful night for me, too. Well, I'm a newcomer to the game, and your dice, Blackman. 8. 8. Don't give up, Blackman. 7. Most unfortunate, Blackman. Perhaps your luck has run out.
well, that's all for me. I haven't another dime.
Oh, but you have something else.
What?
You have a mortgage, Blackman, that I would very much like to own. Suppose you put it up against what I have here.
No, I won't do it.
Oh, but Mr. Blackman, this is quite a sum of money I have against a mortgage on a worthless piece of mountain
No.
land. I think you'll find it safest, Blackman. That's better.
All right. Your dice.
Yes, that's right. My dice.
Wait a minute. No, I can't. I won't.
That's
Wait.
right. Someone would object pretty strongly, wouldn't he? Well, Blackman, there's an alternative.
Yeah, what is it?
Your life, Blackman.
What?
Your life against mine. If you should win, I'll give you my gun and let you shoot me down where I stand.
No, I won't do it. I tell you, I won't. I
You
tell you.
will, Blackman, or I swear you'll never draw another breath.
What have you got against me? I never did you any harm.
I have nothing against you. Just a bet, that's all. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Much better. My dice, I believe. Yes, Blackman, your luck is out.
God's name, man, whoever you are, don't kill me.
Oh,
now.
I'm not going to exterminate you now, if that's what you mean. But your life is forfeit to me, Blackman. And one of these days I may collect it. It might have been wiser to bet the mortgage after all. Blackman, I thought you had better sense than that. I suspected you had a gun hidden on you. Fortunately for me, you're a rotten shot.
Well, go on, kill me. I ain't got a gun now. Go
Oh,
on.
no, Blackman. Some other time, perhaps. Not now. Young lady, thanks for warning me.
I couldn't just stand here and let him shoot you.
Just in case anybody here plans to get even with this girl for warning me, she's under my protection. If I hear of anything happening to her, there'll be another visit, and this time it will not be a social call. Well, it's getting late, gentlemen, and much as I enjoy your company, I'll be on my way. You might line up against the bar there till I get out of range. That'll give me a fair start, I think.
Your own luck's going to give out someday.
Very likely. Until then, just wait. Can't do any less than order drinks for the crowd after I'm gone, can I? Here you are, bartender.
Wait, who are you? What's your real name?
I don't think you'll ever know, Blackman. Some just call me the Nighthawk, but I might better be known as the Avenger. Good night, gentlemen.
And into the black shadows of the Cascade Mountains, the Nighthawk rides with a posse at his heels. Will they get him, or will he ride again? Will he help Dorothy save the Circle E, or in reality is he the mysterious person behind the attempt to gain possession of the Circle E? Why did he want the mortgage Sam Blackman holds? Why does he value Blackman's life so heavily? All will be answered in the forthcoming episode, so don't miss a single episode of the Nighthawk Ride.